Hi guys, this is one of those little projects that should only have taken a couple of minutes, and it's just escalating as it goes along. We've had a lot of rain recently, and I've always wanted to run boats in the puddles at the side of the road, just for the fun of it. So I had a look through my stock of radio-controlled boats, fan-driven ones, so that we got no rudder or propeller underneath to drag on the bottom of the puddle, because the puddles aren't going to be very deep. So I found this one. It's one that I must have done some work on fairly recently, so there must be a video floating around somewhere where I printed that fan blade for it. And it was going along all right with it, but what I found was it would turn right okay, but it wouldn't turn left. And I was thinking maybe that wasn't generating enough thrust to be redirected by that rudder to do the left turn. I was clutching at straws. Anyway, so I printed a bigger fan blade. That didn't really help. So instead of running it on a 2S battery, I changed up to a 3S battery and burnt the motor out. So I've then changed the motor to one of these. I bought a pack of either 3 or 5 of them. I don't remember what voltage they are, but they're certainly higher voltage than those. I think these might be 9 volt or 12 volt or something like that. So it runs. It hasn't made any difference to the steering problem, but it runs. I say it's slower than that one was because that was being overpowered anyway. It does give plenty of thrust to go forwards and backwards. But we've still got the problem where it really only turns right. It will turn left if it's got a long enough run up at it, but it doesn't turn anything like the right turn. The right turn is on the spot. The left turn is very gentle over a long distance. So the only thing I can imagine is it's something to do with the way the thrust is coming out of the propeller, or whatever you want to call that. And somehow or other, it's all coming out that side, not coming out this side. I really don't understand what's going on. That motor was slightly offset, but the new motor I've put on there, I've made sure it's not offset. And yet it still turns one way and not the other. So, well, we will go and give it a try in a puddle. It is tempting to put that one back on again, actually, because it did run fine with that and ran faster because there's less mass to spin up. But then these motors run slower anyway because they're higher voltage. Yeah, it's all a bit of ifs and buts. And looking at that, I'm not even sure I've got that blade on the right way round. Really can't tell. It's somebody else's designed impeller blade or whatever, but I've chopped it about and reshaped it, so it's not like the original anyway. I was hoping, well, two reasons for having the outer ring. One, it actually supports it while you're printing it. So otherwise these just don't print very well, on my printer anyway. A bit stringy on there anyway. And the other thing is it should give sort of a directional effect. So you should have a good shaft of compressed air going out the back like that, rather than being sort of blown around. Either way, it just isn't working. It's not being, it's just not working. Yeah, we'll have to put it on a pond, on a puddle, so you can see what I'm talking about. So, we're on the water butt. Give it full right. And you see we're turning fine. Give it full left. And it really doesn't turn at all, that you'd notice in the water butt. So say over a longer distance, it does start to turn. Yeah, you just can't tell on the water butt, there's not enough room for it. But if we go the other way, it's really weird. You would think that would turn the same in both directions. Obviously, that's just going around the edge of the bath, the butt. So yeah, confusing me. What I would rather have is the blade on the other side here, but that means I'd have to move everything else around to clear it. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave us a comment so I know how I'm doing. And somewhere up here there'll be some links to related playlists. Thanks again.